For Monday afternoon quarterback with CBS Sports anchor Jim Berry. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. All right, so we're going to talk about the big championship game tonight in just a minute. But first, let's start with a name that, honestly, I hadn't thought of in a few years, Richie Incognito.
How about that?
He's the former Dolphin who was at the forefront of the Bullygate scandal a few years back. He's making news again.
Yeah, he is, and this is because a Jacksonville player said that Incognito yesterday used what he called a weak racial slur during the playoff game up in Jacksonville. Now, neither Incognito nor his agent have commented about this, but one of his teammates says that he played alongside Incognito the entire game. He never heard anything, so we'll see where this goes. The NFL, however, says it is investigating, and of course, there's raised a red flag because of what happened here in Miami a few years ago when, of course, Incognito was then accused of bullying then teammate Jonathan Martin with homophobic and racial insults. Again, Incognito has not commented about this. This was what the guy in Jacksonville said, Yannick Anaguke said, and he said, listen, you got to come stronger than that. You can't hit me with some weak racist slurs. But again, one of his teammates, Incognito's teammates, Deion Dawkins, says that if he had heard Incognito say something out of line, he would have checked him, and he says he never did. So we'll see where it goes.
All right, we'll see. All right, let's talk about the championship game tonight. This is Alabama, Georgia. In Atlanta.
Yep.
Who's got the edge and why?
Well, you got to say Alabama has the edge because they used to be in there. This was the third straight national championship game, and if they win it, obviously you got to use that D word as in dynasty. And of course, Nick Saban, he won't win any popularity contests down here in South Florida, but the guy can coach. But I will say this, Georgia has the talent to beat these guys. They've got speed and power on offense, and Kirby Smart is a terrific coach who was a Nick Saban protege. So I think he's got the blueprint to win this game. But look, Saban is at a place where he's got carte blanche, and he delivers consistent winners, so it is hard to bet against the guy tonight.
Georgia's appearance being watched very closely by University of Miami fans because their coach, coach Mark Richt, of course, recruited a lot of the kids that are going to be playing tonight for Georgia, and apparently he is going to be cheering on some of his former players. So should their achievement excite fans here in South Florida, fans?
Well, maybe a little bit if you want to take the position that, look, obviously we know that Mark Richt knows how to recruit national championship caliber talent. Maybe he's doing the same thing at but you're right about this. Richt is definitely rooting for the Dogs because he did recruit some of those upperclassmen. And many people, frankly, see this as Richt being a class act because, after all, Georgia did fire the guy. They said that even though he was winning 10 games a season, that still wasn't good enough for them. He landed here at his alma mater, the University of Miami, and hopefully he can take them to where Georgia is now. But Richt tweeted his support for the Dogs, and many folks say, hey, look, class act coach, and if we do win it, you are part of this. Although there are some folks at Georgia throwing some sour grapes saying the reason Richt got fired is because he could recruit the talent, but he couldn't coach the talent. I think that's sour grapes. I think he's a fine coach. All
right, well, we'll be watching tonight along with Coach Richt. Were you expecting like a high-scoring game or a low-scoring game? What do you think?
I was thinking the other games would be low-scoring, and they were scoring touchdowns left and right. So who knows, quite honestly. I mean, both these defenses are very good. So probably I'm going to say 21-17 Alabama.
All right.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's good. We were recording this, so we'll go back and look at it tomorrow.
21-17 Georgia.
All right, Jim.
I'm hedging my bet.